Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my channel, and first of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Anisa Mirtaula Hakim, and today we will, not we, but me personally, will give you something about hardware and software. Nah, this is my name, Anisa Mirtaula Hakim, my name, and I'm from Bina Sarana Informatika University, Purwokerto. First, it is what is hardware? Yeah, the point is hardware is a physical component of a computer system, and then like this tangible part you can see and touch, like this mouse or this keyboard, yeah, and then provides to the physical platform to software to run. This is like it is like uh, your motherboard or your place you will give the computer, like, yeah, and then next is essential for any computing device to function. And then next, this type of hardware. First is input device. It is a device that used to enter data and command into a computer. Example, like I said, this mouse, touchpad, scanner, microphone, webcam, and joystick. And then the second is processing device. The main component is that perform calculation and control computers operation. The example is CPU or central processing unit, GPU or graphic processing unit, and motherboard. Next, the third is storage device. Storage device is the media used to store data and information permanently or temporarily. The example is HDD or hard disk drive, SSD or solid state drive, or RAM, or RAM, random access memory, or ROM, read only memory. And then like flash drive, like this mini flash drive. This is a flash drive. Next is about output device. Yeah, this output device is the device used to display or produce information from a computer to the user. The example is monitor, printer, speaker, or projector, or this headset. Next is network device. Network device is the component that allow a computer to connect with another network. Example is an IC or network interface card, router, modem, switch. Next is some hardware example. Internal hardware located inside the computer case, like some people know that in internal hardware or located inside the computer case is CPU, central processing unit. CPU is the brain of the computer that executes instruction, and then motherboard, the main circuit board that connects the other component, and then the third is random access memory or RAM, short term of memory is used for active learning programming data. And then storage device, there are two type of storage devices, like HDD or hard disk drive, and SSD or solid state drive. Next, we have external hardware. There is input device too in external hardware, like keyboard used to type something, and then mouse to your pointing device to interacting with graphical user. And then the output devices is a monitor to display visual output from the computer, and then the printer produce hard copies of document and images. Next is about the crucial role of hardware. First, this data for data input. Why? Because it allows the user to enter information into the system, you know. And then the second is data processing, perform calculation and data manipulation according to software instruction. And the third, that storage stores information temporarily or permanently. fourth is information output, display the result of processing to the user. And the fifth is the communication. With the crucial of hardware is communication. You can facilitate connection with the other device networks. Next is about the evolution of hardware. In a long time ago, computer used to be very large and expensive. Yeah, the example is in here. And second, the invention of the transistor and integrated circuit or IC revolutionized size and cost. So become more present, the size and the cost is more like contradictive because the size is more and more smaller, but the cost is more higher or bigger. Next is the increased processing speed. Is from the Moore law. And for the development of storage media is from magnetic tape to SSDs. The emergence of increasingly sophisticated mobile devices like this smartphone. Yeah. Next, the trend towards the miniaturization and increased power efficiency. There, the present are the more small and slim the devices. Next is a summary of hardware. Yeah, summary from the first topic about hardware. Hardware is in the instrumental physical foundation of computer system. Second, the different types of hardware have specific functions that support each other. Third, hardware development continues, resulting in increasing power efficiency devices. For the end understanding of hardware is important to optimize computer and usage. Next is the second topic is what is software? Software is a set abstraction or computer program that allow users to interact with the hardware and perform specific tasks. If the hardware is the body of computer, then software is the soul or mind that controls the action of the body. Next is the difference between hardware and software. Yeah, right? The, in this table, there is a five 5 point the difference between hardware and software. The first is form. Hardware is physical, seeable and touchable, but the software is tangible in the form of digital code. The second point is example, like hardware is monitor, CPU, and a keyboard, hard disk, etc. And the software is Windows, Microsoft Word, Chrome, game, and etc. The third point is function. The hardware is function is to perform physical operation, and the software is to instruct the hardware to work. The, the fourth point is attribute. Hardware attribute is static, change require physical replacement, but the software attribute is dynamic, changeable, and updatable. The, the, the last point is vulnerability. The hardware vulnerable to physical damage, but the software is vulnerable to not issue, but issues and viruses. Nah, like this. Yeah. Next, the key characteristic of software is a tangible, developed to programming process, can be copied and distributed, requires hardware to run. Next, type of software. There is many type of software. Like the first is system software, operating system, or it called OS. And then the second is utility software, example and antivirus, file management, data compression. The third is drivers software that allows the operating system to interact with the hardware. Next is application software, productivity software, example like word processor, worksheet, and presentation. Now, this is the example of application software, because I presented this topic and you will learn about it. And then business software, example accounting, inventory management, and CRM. And then entertainment software, example games and media players. Yeah, YouTube is a one of kind of entertainment software. And education software, example language learning app, or you can say Duolingo or Grammarly, and then digital encyclopedias. Like, what is an operating system? Operating system is the most important layer of software in a computer system. It, it acts as an intermediary between the hardware and the application software. The operating system is the manager or supervisor all of computer resources, making sure that everything in the computer works in a harmony. And then the main function operating system is, there is a 5 main function of operating system. The first is hardware resource management, the second is CPU scheduling, the third is memory management, the fourth is management input or output, and the fifth is the device management. User interface, graphical, oh, there is 6, sorry. There is the 6, user interface or graphical user interface or GUI, command line interface or CLI, and then application execution is provides an environment for application to run, file system management to organizing and storing data, and then the security and protection protects the system from unauthorized access and threat. The example of popular operating system, like for desktop and laptop computer, there is a Windows. There's Windows, yes, various version like Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 8, Windows 7, 8.1, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows Millennium Edition, Windows 98, and Windows 95. And then there is a Mac OS, or you can say like in the MacBook or in Apple, and then Linux. Linux is very, for Linux is for like coding or enterprise, like it's not so many use Linux or as Ubuntu, Fedora, and Debian. So little people use their the Linux OS in their laptop or their computer. And then the operating system for mobile devices, like the two that exist now, like the Android and iOS. But before the two of the mobile device, there is one like Symbian that is used for like Nokia, but Nokia is no more, and then Symbian OS is no longer exists. Next is the summary of software and OS. Software is a set instruction of program that tell computer what to. The purpose of software is to enable users to perform specific tasks, interact with the computer, and manage each function. Is the non-physical part of computer system. The operating system is crucial type of system software that acts as the intermediary between the computer's hardware and application software. It manages the computer's resources and provides common service that application needs to run. Yeah, that's it for my presentation. I hope you will get the core of the topic, and then I will give you some quotes from someone. It does not matter that how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. It's from Confucius. Maybe that's enough. I'm sorry if there's many mistakes about my slide, or my pronunciation, or my language, or the way to present this presentation. I think that's enough again, and before I close it, I will say thank you to listening my presentation, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.